It's Tuesday and our family dinner series continues. Good news, family taco night just got better. Not only is it delicious, it's good for you too. Joining us to show you how to make a healthy taco dinner is local chef Ralph Webb. Ralph, so nice to have you in the Mass Appeal kitchen.
It's nice to be here again. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I know, you're making it smell so good in here. So we're making a healthy taco dinner.
Yes, well, you want to use ground turkey, but you won't know it because if you season taco meat, you won't know the difference between that and hamburger. Use a little bit of cooking spray to get it so it's just your brown. Then this is a low sodium taco mix that I would put in here just to season the meat a little bit. Now, if you like it spicier, you can add a lot more. You can add a little bit of hot sauce,
that on there.
Hot sauce to give it a little bit of.
Now you can just buy low sodium taco seasoning at the grocery store.
Yes, you can buy. I sometimes make my own seasonings, but yes, you can. It's just low sodium, and again, you can use the regular one, but you won't know the difference when you have in the flavor of the taco meat as it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a layer, and I got a little cooking spray in the bottom, a little bit of salsa just so the first one won't stick, and then I just kind of put the soft tortilla in
here.
You're
using flour tortillas?
Using flour tortillas. You can use corn tortillas too. It's just the flour tortillas bend easier.
Okay, yeah, they're a little more easy to work with.
Right.
Now, what about using like a whole wheat tortilla?
You can use the same. Yeah, that's good too. Whole wheat would be good. Yeah, anything like that. Then I just make another layer, and then a lot of times I'll put another layer. Put a little salsa in there. I like.
Yeah, so you can kind of mix it up as you go, right?
Right. Yeah.
However you like it. If you like more salsa.
Right.
Now, did you make this salsa fresh?
Yes.
Okay. If you don't have time, you could use a jar salsa, right?
Yeah, you can use.
Don't feel guilty about it.
Yeah, you can use jar salsa.
Okay.
Then I just make a layer of some peppers and some onions and.
And you just sautéed those.
Just a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit of olive oil.
Little those shallots or just onions?
Those are onions, but very fine.
So small, yeah.
Yeah, well, I can cut them into bigger pieces. And then I put another layer, and I like salsa, so it's going to be.
Me too. Let's every layer we'll put the salsa in. Yeah.
And then you just press another one down on top of that.
Hey, it's like a Mexican lasagna we're making here, huh?
And that's basically what it is too. It's like you can layer anything that you like in a taco. I mean, you can do anything.
Refried beans, you can do, right?
Refried beans, any black beans.
Mm-hmm. That would be healthy still.
Yeah, and you can put, and you can do a rice.
Hey, want to put some salsa in that layer?
Sure, we'll put some more salsa in that layer. Go right ahead.
Okay. I like the salsa. We'll put that in. Yeah. Right. So you can make whatever, add whatever you want.
Right. And then at the end, I mean, then you put a little bit of grated. Now this just happens to be a cheddar blend, and a little bit of green pepper, and then. What I normally do is tuck the sides in a little bit, just so it doesn't burn on the edges too much.
So it's a cheddar blend, but again, you can use any kind of cheese
you can use the grated. I just happen to be using cheddar and cheddar blend for the next two recipes anyway.
So it makes it easier. yeah. Whatever you got in your kitchen.
Right. So and then we just pop this in a 350-degree oven.
Okay.
It takes about. You could do all of this ahead of. You can make all that stuff ahead of time, have it prepared in your refrigerator, take it out, put it together. In a couple of minutes and be ready because
everything's cooked.
Everything's cooked.
Just got to melt the cheese and let all the flavors go together.
And we're going to cut a piece of that. I'll pop this one in the oven.
Oh, wow.
The magic oven.
And then and then you can obviously just let it cool.
Right. You can, but it doesn't need to cool that much because it was all cooked. All we did was heat it through.
Okay, I'll let you go over here.
And then you can cut it any kind of.
Oh, I'll get a plate. Because, of course.
Actually, I got a white one out here. If you want
you have one? Okay. Well, you know what? One for you, one for me. How's that sound? Because, hey, I have to say, I definitely want to dig in.
Okay.
And try it. You cut it like a little pizza slice, a little pie slice. Very nice. Oh, this is your plate?
That's all right.
Well, this says okay. Look at that.
Then I would put. Let me finish. I'll get you one.
Go.
Give me yours.
Oh yeah, give me. Okay.
And I'll finish that off, and I'll show you how.
We'll put this.
Because it's not done yet.
Oh, it's not.
Oh no, we got guacamole and sour cream and
homemade guacamole that
homemade.
And you know what? I like your guacamole because you don't put cilantro in it, but
Yeah, well, that's because my wife doesn't like cilantro
either. And I don't either, wife. So we're on the same team.
So.
Okay.
And then we just take a little bit of sour cream. And this is just regular store parts. I didn't make my own sour cream.
You didn't?
No.
Why not? Okay, so
my wife has made it before in the refrigerator. I mean, no, that's wrong. That's sour milk.
And then you, oh, I get it. I didn't at first. Okay, then we have the fresh guacamole. Oh my goodness, and you don't feel guilty about eating it because it's healthy. Ralph, we're not even done. We'll be back in the kitchen with some more recipes. Make it look nice and pretty. Thank you, Ralph.
You're welcome.
What a good recipe. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
It's the start of a new year, a time to refresh and adopt a healthier lifestyle. Joining us with a healthy recipe to add to your meal plan this week is local chef Ralph Webb. Ralph, we're back in the kitchen.
Yep.
Cooking up another recipe.
Yes,
this is
we are.
a deconstructed hamburger dinner. Can you let us...
What we're going to do is we're going to layer a casserole with oven-baked French fried potatoes, or not fried potatoes. They're baked potatoes.
You're
they're actually
fooling yourself. You think they're fried.
You think they're fried. So what you do is you put them on a sheet tray like this in a 450-degree oven, and you hit them with a little cooking spray. And that's about the only oil that you're going to use. And we're going to put them in a 450-degree oven. They're going to take a little while to cook, but this is the way to make it healthy. You're not putting any fat into this dish. And we're going to use fresh ground turkey, and in the ground turkey mixture, we're going to give it a little bit of, kick it up a notch, a little chili powder that we put in there, just to kind of give it a little bit more of, and it's not going to be tasting like a lot like chili, right? But you're just going to cut out the salt and using a little bit of the chili powder as a seasoning, so you don't get.
Oh yeah, you got to add some flavor to it.
Got to have some flavor, but you cut anything you can do to cut out the amount of sodium in your diet today, because everybody's using too much salt.
Too much salt. That's
and then there's a little bit of salt in and this is just regular ketchup. So we're going to put a little bit of ketchup, because you put ketchup on your hamburgers, right?
Oh my gosh, do I put ketchup on my ham? I put ketchup on everything.
Right. So we're going to put it right in here, and while we're doing this, I'm just going to go over and let it sit and finish cooking, because you want the turkey to be done. Good. We're going to throw this in a 500-degree oven. 500,
that's a hot oven.
Yeah,
I have a question.
450.
Ralph, can you put foil underneath the potatoes if you don't want to have to?
But I could put cooking spray on the bottom, and they normally don't stick as long as you got a clean pan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as long as you get a clean pan, and it doesn't stick.
Okay.
So what we're going to. I have already constructed one, because it takes a while. That's the reason I wanted to.
I thought it was deconstructed.
Yeah, I already right. I deconstructed. So what you've got now you can, for this one, if you want your bread on the top, you can buy biscuits. All right, the regular biscuits, or you can make your own. Or you can buy Bisquick and make your own biscuits, and then put them on the top, and you can bake it with the biscuits. All right. What I'm going to do is, and then I put a little bit of.
But that makes it less healthy.
Right, right. But I mean, it depends on what your carb, if you don't need to have
a lot of it.
A lot of it.
Okay.
So what I'm waiting to do here is to finish this turkey up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to line and make it look very much.
The potatoes, now you have some oven roasted potatoes already done in the oven.
Right, and I
Magic of TV. Oh, you have, okay.
And I'm going to show the whole thing here, kind of, but what we did is we took the potatoes, and we're going to, because it's in a lack of time.
Of course, right? We're always in a time crunch here. The potatoes are in the oven. How long do you leave them in there for?
Until they get nice and color like this.
Okay, so nice and brown.
And crunchy. And then
Can I try this one?
Sure, you can try anything you like. And
then
and then what we've done is put a little bit of cheese on the top. Now, the more cheese you put, the less healthy it gets.
Cheese is good, though.
Cheese is good.
This potato's good, too.
And then what we do is we have the hamburger on top. Now, if you wanted to put again, that would take another 10, 15 minutes. Right, but you can do these potatoes, put them in cold water, put them in your refrigerator, cut, all right? Take them out, dry them, put them on a sheet pan, put them in a 450 to 500-degree oven. It's going to take about 10 to 12 minutes for them to brown on both sides. And then cook your turkey meat off, and you can cook the turkey meat off ahead of time. We could have done this and put it in the refrigerator.
Have it already.
Put it in the oven, and in 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, you have dinner.
All right, I have a question for you. Soaking them in cold water, the potatoes, before you cook them, what does that do to the potato?
Well, it keeps them from turning brown.
Okay.
All right, number one. And number two, it will take some of the starch out of the potatoes a little bit, and they will. And if you dry them,
a little bit healthier.
A little bit healthier, a little bit less.
Also, do you add some Worcestershire sauce?
Yes,
Is that how you say that?
I haven't done it at the end, because it burns off, and you don't want to.
Oh, you like that? I love that flavor.
Yeah. Well, what you're trying to do is, again, this has got some salt in it, because it does have anchovies.
Anchovies, I learned that, but I still like it. Even though I don't like anchovies, I still like it.
It has anchovies in it, so you don't want to add a lot. But I mean, again, it's up to taste. But what we're trying to do is keep it low sodium and low fat. All right.
All right. So then you cook the potatoes. You put them. You layer at the bottom of your casserole dish.
Put the hamburger. Put the ground turkey meat over the top. Sprinkle some cheese over the top. Whatever kind of cheese you want. This cheddar, American, any kind of cheese you have in the refrigerator, and then bake it in the oven. Again, the other option is you can put something else on top to make a carbohydrate, like a biscuit or a roll or something.
You could put one of those tortillas too, couldn't you?
Right, yeah, sure.
Yeah, all right. Well, Ralph, we're going to finish this up.
Yeah, and I'm going to
put it on a nice plate. We'll be back with you. We're not done yet. Looking forward to it. Healthy recipes. Everyone loves them. And now Seth is live on Wilbraham. We are back in the kitchen with local chef Ralph Webb. Ralph, we made some healthy dinners today, which is great for those people trying to lose weight.
And they're also very quick and easy to make.
Yes, they are. Let's do a recap for anyone that may have missed the recipe. So first, we made a healthy taco dinner.
Right, and it's a layered taco, like you would do in almost a Mexican lasagna. It's layers of whatever with salsa and meat that's seasoned with low-sodium taco mix, sautéed onions and peppers and any other guacamole and sour cream and flour or any kind of tortillas you want to put in there. But it's easy because you can prepare most of this ahead of time, put it together, put it in the oven, and within 25 minutes you have dinner.
Oh, I love hearing that, right? And then the meat and potatoes, everyone thinks meat and potatoes is an unhealthy meal, but this is actually a healthy option.
Right. You can take baked potatoes, cut them into small strips, put a little cooking spray on the bottom of a sheet tray, and bring them up until they get brown, and then we put them at the bottom of a casserole dish. Make some ground turkey with a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of chili powder, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and you can add any other seasoning as long as you try to keep the sodium content down, and then layer them, put a little bit of cheese over the top.
And voila.
Voila, you got dinner.
You're done, and we're gonna eat now. Thanks so much for being here, Ralph. It's so nice to have you. Great recipes. And you can visit us at mymassappeal.com, as always, later today to get the recipes for these delicious, healthy dinners.